Hey guys, so I just want to say that in your life, what you need to do is realize when you're making a video, when you're making some kind of video, make sure you switch off the television. Make sure you understand that. You switch off the television and then you make a video. Do you know why? Do you know why you make a video? You make a video to help other people. You make a video to make sure that you're doing your work in the world, that you're helping in some kind of way. Okay, you want to be helping yourself to do as much content as possible for people so that you're growing as a person. You need to grow yourself today. You need to make sure you put yourself on video and start emulating greater success. Start really focusing on something that you can do today to help others. You know what you do, guys? Every single day, you're just making content. Every day, making a lot of content. Okay? Making sure you're posting on YouTube, branding yourself, doing acts of kindness today, making sure you're doing service for God, making sure every single day you're wishing people a happy Easter, you're talking to people online, you're talking to people on social media. For example, you send a message, you say, how are you? What are you doing? Just icebreakers, so you're basically helping yourself to get connected in the world around you. Okay? That's important. Every single day, focusing on a better life for yourself so that you can focus on greater things, so you can focus on development and helping yourself to grow as much as possible. Okay? You want to be growing yourself. You want to be doing a favor for you. You want to be doing a favor for God. Okay? So you have to understand that. And every single day, focus on yourself. Okay? Focus on your life. I want to say, guys, I'm a life coach. Okay? I'm a life coach. I'm a writer. I'm a music producer. And I'm a DJ. Okay? And because of this, I need to focus on my business, which is basically producing content. Okay, producing as much content as I can so I can get the practice I need so that I can eventually make events around people. Okay, because that's my goal. My goal is to get so good about business and about life that I'm straightforward making an impact in the world. I'm not trying to make ends meet. Okay, I'm trying to make an impact in the world. I'm trying to deliver content. I'm trying to put myself on video and I'm trying to deliver information to other people. Okay, I'm basically trying to do as much as I can for other people so that I can grow as a person. I want to say, guys, when you have downfalls in life, when you get a relapse, when you have a relapse, when you are going downwards in life, lift yourself back up. So let's say you are a non-smoker, okay, and you suddenly relapse and you had 4 cigarettes while watching TV or whatever. What you do from this point is go lift yourself. Go lift yourself to a higher standard, okay? Go lift yourself, go talk yourself up. Go make sure that you are basically where you need to be in your life. Make sure you be all about your content. Make sure you produce as much as you can in daily life so that you are happy about your accomplishments. You want to make sure every single day you are posting and making a lot of content online. Okay? You're making sure you're delivering the goods. You're making sure you're doing something to life coach people. Make sure that you're even helping people in daily life by giving them advice when they ask you for it. Okay? When people are asking you for advice, that means you are in a good position to give them knowledge. Okay? But when no one's asking you for advice, make sure you go and give your knowledge online somewhere. Okay? Make a profile about you and start posting a lot of information about you online. Okay? People want to know about you. Okay? People want to find out your information. They want to understand your personal info. Okay? Now, you don't give your personal info to people you don't know. Okay? You have to understand your personal info is something you protect. It's something that is yours. Okay? So that could be, maybe you're not working a 9-to-5 job. Or maybe you're going to a brothel. Or maybe you're going somewhere and doing porn activities or whatever you're doing in your life. Make sure you understand that your personal info is something you protect. Okay? And your finances as well is personal info about you. Okay? You could be on a DSP. You could be, for example, on a disability support pension, or you could be on a pension, or you could be, for example, someone who doesn't have a lot of money. Okay, that's all personal info, and this info you have to protect. You have to protect your information, because not everyone needs to know about your information. But what you expose for people online about you is what you feel that other people should know about you. Okay, so that's why I make a profile online. Okay, start posting a lot of content online. Listen, for example, you could be in your room, like I am, for example. Okay, you're in your room and you're posting information online, but you're making content on video. You're putting yourself on video, and you're showing the world who you are. You're showing your success. You're showing your delivery. Okay, that you are a life coach, that you are a writer, that you have what it takes. Because you need to be growing, otherwise you're dying. In every single moment, whatever it may be, it doesn't always have to be writing in your book, in your exercise book. You don't have to always be writing in your laptop. You don't always have to be writing in your exercise book. You don't have to write on the bed all the time. You don't have to go speak to other people all the time. But what you need to be doing is always growing yourself, looking for ways to grow, looking for ways to care about other people, looking for ways to send messages to other people, looking for ways to say hello to someone, just to say hello to someone. Hello, how are you? Just making sure you're connecting with the people around you and you're showing who you are as a person. Because who I am today is basically who you've seen in this video. I'm basically a person in life who likes to help other people, okay? I like to help people no matter where I am on the spectrum in life. I like to make a difference. I like to show people who I am. And now, what do you do when a lot of people are not watching your profile online? Well, what you can do, okay, is you can post your information online anyway. You can do it the free way. You can do as much as you can do your content, okay? You can make content for online use the free way, as much as possible. But you want to build a profile, okay? And then you want to be living your daily life the way you need to be living it. But you need to be more passionate about what you are doing with your life, okay? You need to be passionate about your goals, what you do for your business, okay? So for example, for me, it's life coaching, okay? It's life coaching, it's writing, but it's also making content that other people can benefit from. Okay, so making music and making life coaching videos, making photographs of myself, making content. The more you make content and you post it online, the more you're going to advertise yourself and the more you're going to grow and the better you're going to be. Okay, so I would love to open up to people. I would love to open up to people. I'd love to go in daily life somewhere, okay, whether it be with a girl or guy or whatever it is. I'd like to be open. I love to be open with them. I want to be open with them. I want to be open with them in a way that I'm creating a safe space for people, where I'm listening to people, where I'm connecting with people, okay, where I'm basically someone in the world who's credible, who has status, and who has a better life because of what I made in life, because of what I have. Because many people around me at the moment do not have a YouTube channel, okay? My community of people that I've seen in my life and who I follow online, okay? For example, from the people that I've met in my life, I got their social medias, but none of them have a YouTube channel, okay? None of them are trying to do up their social media. None of them are trying to make themselves someone in the world. You have to understand, you probably have to understand that you need to build a profile. You need to build a legacy. You have to build something for yourself. And then also you have to live your daily life. So all I'm saying is do your passions more and more in this world. Do your passions in this world, okay? Do you hear me? Do your passions. Your passions matter, okay? And do your passions 24/7. Do nothing in this world other than what you are passionate about. You understand? You can move with your mum, okay? You can move with your dad. You can go travel the world. You can do whatever you like to do in this life. But do your passions 24/7. That means saying hello to your dad. That means going with family for a night out. That means going with family somewhere. Going and speaking to your family. Speaking to people online. Isn't your passion to socialize as well? You know, make your life passionate. Make your life passionate. Look at these photos behind me. That's my mum, okay? That's me playing soccer, okay? That's my photo of me. That's my soccer team when I was younger. You know, that's my school photo. That's me. That's my dad and my mum. You know, that's me playing soccer over there. Like, you know, that's a photo of me during soccer, okay? That's me, my mum kissing me on the face. You know, that's me with Santa Claus, okay? And you have to realize that it's good to have these kind of photos, you know. Look, for example, over here, you know, I've got photos, for example, my uncle and auntie, my dad right here, my dad and me, okay, me fishing, for example, when I was younger, and I'm still young, okay. Look at my face. Can you see my face? My face is young, okay. I'm still young. I'm 32, okay. So you have to realize that you need to grow your self-esteem, okay? You have to grow your self-esteem. So how do you grow your self-esteem? You practice your passions. You practice something that you are so passionate about, okay? You make sure, okay, that every single day of your life, you go and shower, you go and groom. You wake up and you do videos all day. You do videos all day about you. And you make your dreams come true with your passions. Because your passions are worth it. Okay, people want to hear your voice. I have a voice. Look at what I've been talking about in this video. I have something to say. I want to become someone. Okay, I want to lift myself from wherever I am in life. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm doing a good service for the world. That I'm helping myself and that I'm doing my work in the world. Okay? You see that? That's Mother Teresa. Okay? Why do I have Mother Teresa right here in my room? You know, not because she's Catholic. Okay? Not because she's Catholic. But because of what she stands for. Okay? What does she stand for? What does Mother Teresa stand for? She stands for service. Okay? She stands for helping poor people, okay? She likes to help poor people, okay? That's how she made a name for herself. She made a name for herself basically helping poor people get food, communication, whatever it is. She talked her way into becoming a saint. And now I'm not saying that I want to become a saint, okay? I just want to help people. You know, my idols in life is Tony Robbins, Armin van Buuren, Deadmau5, Sunset Brothers. You know, they're my idols, you know, like Jesus Christ. I've got Jesus Christ right here as well in my room. You know, sometimes I lay on my couch over here. I lay on my couch and I just pray. I look at Jesus Christ photo and I'm just praying to him. You know, how do I pray? I just look at him. You know, I pull my fingers today. I pull my fingers together with my hands. I clasp my hands, okay? And you have to realize I'm saying things to God. I'm hoping, I'm growing, I'm trying to get a connection with God. You know? Because listen, like, you want to build your self-esteem? You want to build your self-esteem? Make as many videos as you can about you. Make as many hours and hours of information. Okay? Because that's how you grow. Okay, you want to grow as a person. You want to grow as a coach. Are you a coach? Okay, you have to understand. You have to ask yourself: are you a coach? Are you an artist? Are you an entrepreneur? What are you? Okay, but you have to deliver service. You have to deliver information. You have to make information a lot in your life, but you also have to be living your daily life. You have to be living your daily life, don't you? So that means maybe going working 9 to 5. and then coming back home and doing your passions all night, and then going to sleep and waking up and going 9 to 5 again, okay? And then coming back home and doing your passions all over again and making a name for yourself online. You know what I'm saying? And you do that on repeat until you make it, okay? So you have to understand that you have to get the best information, and you have to grow into the person who can do ClickFunnels and paid ads. You have to grow into the person who can become someone in front of people. You have to become into a person who can go to the gym every day, okay? Who can go to the gym every day and do their passions in front of people, okay? But you have to understand, you have to look good, okay? You have to look good for yourself. You have to understand every single day, focus on a greater life. You understand? Focus on your life. Focus on making content, and don't just get tired after 1 hour video. Don't get tired, and don't black out and start doing something else when you can be making content. Okay? All I'm saying is do more content, make more content based on what's going to go on YouTube, okay? And based on what's going to go on your social media. And then the whole other thing is posting content online, okay? And that's time consuming, isn't it? It's time consuming, okay, to be making information, not making information. Making information is something that adds time to yourself. You add time to yourself when you're making information. But you have to post that information now on social media, on all platforms, okay? That's time consuming. So all I'm saying is bunch up all your videos, bunch up all your photos, put them all together on social media, okay? Bit by bit, not in long blocks of time. Bit by bit. Maybe in 1 hour now you post 10 photos. Fucking in 2 hours time post a video here. And then just slowly over time make yourself post information online every day. And just keep going, you know? Because the thing about me, okay, when I was a teenager, I used to speak to people, okay? I used to speak to people in certain ways. I used to speak to people in certain ways that I don't speak to people anymore like that. I don't talk to people like how I used to when I was a teenager. But the person and the version I am today is who you see on my video camera right now. That's who I really am. I'm a coach. I like to give advice. You understand? I like to give advice. Am I qualified to give you advice? I'm qualified through my life experience to give you something, okay? So obviously you came in my video and you're asking for advice. You're asking for my content. You're asking for something that I can give you. Okay? You're asking for information that only I can give you in life. Okay? So my information goes on my profile. And you have to understand also, I've had trauma in my life. Okay, I've had a lot of trauma in my life. You know, I smoked cigarettes for 11 years. I smoked vapes for a year and a half. I did drugs when I was a teenager for 6 years. Okay? From 16 to 22, I was doing illicit drugs. I was drink driving. I was doing illegal drugs. Driving under the influence. You know, I was saying things to people that I shouldn't be saying to them. I was perverted. I was very perverted because I was watching a lot of porn. I was watching a lot of porn in my life. Okay? And I watched a lot of porn in my life. Okay? And what I can tell you about porn is when a woman is doing something to the guy and the guy, boom, hits her and you're masturbating to that, that sends a wrong signal to your brain. Okay? So you have to realize that in porn, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of violence. Like, it's a little small acts of violence, okay? Like the guy will slap the girl, or the guy will would spit on her or whatever it is. All this degrading stuff happens on porn. And it can really, really, really erode your self-esteem. Because when the guy's having sex with her so hard or so fast or whatever, and you're masturbating to that, and you're wondering, fuck, he has sex with her like that, and I never had sex like this in my life. You understand? That can really impact you in negative ways. So what I suggest that you do in your life, stay away from porn, stay away from cigarettes, stay away from drugs. Stay away from drugs and be an influencer and be a social media influencer online. Okay? So I'm saying to you, start really focusing on your passions. What are you passionate about? Are you willing to do it for free? Are you willing to do your passions for free for the rest of your life? Because that's the dream, okay? That's the dream, okay? The dream is doing your passions 24/7, every single day, okay? Make more videos, produce more content, help yourself more, live life more, have always something to say, have always something to be, okay? Be yourself. Look at me in this video. I'm totally myself in this video. I'm totally authentic. This is who I am. This is my true nature. But when you meet me in real life, I look like this quiet person. I look very quiet. Okay? I'm very quiet. And I don't talk a lot in real life. You understand? In real life, when you sit next to me at a poker table, or let's say you're my girlfriend or whatever it is, I don't talk a lot. But why? I want to find out, why don't I talk a lot? You know why? Because I'm so used to giving advice. I'm so used to giving advice on my channel that in real life, it's like I don't want people to know who I truly am. You know, so it's like people around me, with my dad or with his girlfriend or with people around me, okay? It's like I don't want them to find out my authenticity. It's like I don't want them to find out who I truly am. But this is who I truly am in the video that you're watching right now. This is really who I am. I'm a social media influencer, okay? And now, I don't have a lot of followers, but I tried a lot of things to get a lot of followers. I tried a lot of things. I posted a lot of content. I've been consistent over 6 years. And I built a nice profile for myself, okay? And showing my true colors of who I am. My authenticity is online. It's on social media. But what I want to do is I want to be like that in front of people. In front of people in real life. I want to be talkative. I want to be the talkative guy who's smart, who's intelligent, and who can say and teach people a lot of things in real life. You understand? And not just be quiet with them. Because usually when I'm around people, I'm very quiet. I'm very quiet in front of people. And I don't want to be so quiet in front of people. I don't want to be loud. I don't want to be loud either. I just want to have a good conversation with someone and show people my true authenticity, that I'm a teacher, that I'm a life experience life coach. Okay? And now, how many people have I coached in real life? 0. I've coached nobody in real life. And now, you have to realize, I've coached people, but never in the act of really, really coaching people by them really asking me for my advice and me giving them my life coaching ability. I've never done that in my life. You know, saying I'm being honest. And now you want to be honest? Be honest on social media. The best way for you to be honest in today's world is do it on social media. Be honest about who you are on social media. Okay? That's the best thing I can tell you. And that's something I've learned in my video right now. I've been doing videos for quite a while now. Each time I make a video, I learn something new about myself. I learn something new that I can do. I learn something new that I can add value to people, okay? So that's why I want to really say, it's good to make all kinds of videos that is appropriate, that is going to lift you and it's going to make you better. This is why I left those people from the past. Why? So that I can do this video for you. Because in my life, I've been hanging out with Serbian communities in Sydney, Australia. I've got nothing against them. But you have to realize certain people in that community didn't treat me good, okay? Certain people did not treat me good, okay? And then I had to leave. I left and I went traveling, okay? But you have to realize that's where I found my passion, in traveling, okay? And from this point, I went on to do other things in my life, and now I understand something. I understand why I left the Serbian community, why I no longer go there, why I no longer go to the Serbian community. Where have I gone? I've gone to be more alone with myself, to figure out my passion, to find my passion and to find my path. And I went through this period of time. I didn't have any passion. Wasn't reading anything. I wasn't doing anything with my life, and I was on the benefits, for example, of the government. And suddenly, I started doing social media. I started posting content online. I started creating great content. Look at my Instagram. I started making content for myself. I started building this YouTube profile. I started building this information empire of mine. Have I made any money from it? I've made wisdom only. I've only made wisdom from it. But that's everything you can make. So do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged if you're not making any money online from your work. Because eventually you're going to make money from your content. And you have to believe in that. You have to believe that somehow the more you grow, the more you make, okay, the more you produce, the more you skyrocket, okay? And the more you'll make money and the more you'll be someone that people want to see. Okay? So of course, I want to be in front of a seminar, or I want to be DJing in front of a nightclub, and I want to portray myself to people. I don't want to act false. I don't want to act false, okay? I want to be true to myself. I want to be true to you, okay? I want to make sure that I'm growing myself the best way I can. You understand? I want to make sure I'm making videos for you. I want to be working for you, and I want to be making my dreams come true by making everything on social media come true for us. Okay? Through my channel. I want to impact you through my channel. You understand? On my channel, you'll find life coaching, and you'll find music, and you'll find photos. Okay? And you'll find some Serbian content too. You'll find some comedy stuff. Okay? And you have to understand that that's who I am, and I just want to grow myself into the person I need to be. But I'm right here in this video. This is who I am now. This is my true version. My true version is the version I've been speaking to you about in this video. It's me putting myself on video, talking to you personally. That's what I want to be. And that's what I want to be all my life. But also doing music production, doing DJing, posting it online and making a name for myself. I want to make a name for myself. I'm worthy of your attention. I'm worthy in life. Okay? I'm worthy. And I want to say everything under the blue stars. Okay? I want to say everything under the blue sky to you online. That's good. That's appropriate. That's who I am. I want to showcase my skills. I want to showcase who I am. I want to showcase myself more on video camera. I want to impact the world in positive ways. I want to be the best version of myself. You understand? I want to do better, and I'm looking much better too. Look at me. Do you see me right here? That's me right there. Do I look better now or do I look better there? What would you say? Look at me. That was me before. And this is me now. I look much better now. I have a beard. I'm older. I'm more wise. You know, all this kind of stuff. But I'm young as well, okay? I'm just 32. So anyway, guys, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I really love making these live coaching videos for you. I love making it. I love making these content that I make online, like such as this video. I like putting myself on video camera. I like to go groom, shower, and then make videos. Look, I didn't even gel my hair, you know. I didn't even gel. This is all natural. See my face? My face? This is all natural. I didn't do any cosmetics or anything on my face. Okay? And it seems like my face is my most attractive feature. Okay? But my legs are nice too. My arms are nice. Okay? But you have to realize my body weight. Okay? My body weight's something different. And I need to improve. I need to go exercise. I need to do all that kind of stuff so that I can get to a better stage in my life. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. You have to develop yourself. And you have to grow and you have to communicate to people. You have to communicate to yourself. Okay? You have to make content and you have to do it in front of people. You have to do it in front of people and you have to build confidence. And the way to build confidence is to make your passions come true. Okay? By making more content from your passions, by making content from your passion. Okay? Whatever you're passionate about, make content about it. Make content about your passion. Make content about what you're passionate about. For me, it's giving information. You know, I like giving information. I like giving any kind of information that will help you. That will help the world. I like giving information. I like making comedy videos or whatever it is. But I want to be 24/7 doing my passions. I don't want to do it just in the nighttime. I want to do it in the light. I want to put my face on it. I want to build a profile for myself. And I want to keep going for the rest of my life. You understand? I want to keep going for the rest of my life. And that's it. I just want to keep going and making my dreams come true. You understand? That's what you need to do also. You need to focus on yourself. You need to make a lot of content. Okay? Make a lot of content for yourself and start living your dreams. Hey guys, so every single day you're focusing on a better life. Okay? You're focusing on growing your content. You're focusing on putting yourself on video. You're focusing on basically helping yourself to grow as much as possible. Okay? You want to make sure you're doing live coaching programs. You're making sure you're posting videos online. You're making sure every single day you're doing the best you can for yourself and other people. Okay, so make sure every single day you're focusing on something that helps you to understand life. You have to understand, you have to grow yourself. You have to grow your persona. You have to grow who you are. You have to be an influencer, okay? And you have to coach people, okay? So every single day, focus on something that you can help yourself to deliver information. Deliver some kind of information to people. So focus on helping yourself to focus on yourself the most. Focus on what you can do to provide information to other people. Okay? Focus on that. You know, guys, every single day you focus on yourself. You focus on something that helps you to grow. You focus on content. You focus on growth creation. You know, you're creating content for yourself so that you can impact people online and so that you can impact the world in positive ways. Okay? You want to build a business. You want to build something of a social media business where you're posting lots of information about you online and where you're focusing on delivering that content to other people. Okay? So making sure every single day you're posting as much content online as you can so you can focus on bettering your life. Okay? Focus on helping yourself every single day of your life to create information, to create something that helps you to understand life, and to create something that's going to help someone in life. Okay? Focus on yourself. Focus on helping yourself to give content. Okay? Give a lot of content. Give content so your dreams can come true. You know, guys, the more you put yourself on video, the better it is for you. Every single day, focus on building content for yourself, building and making a lot of content, making sure you're speaking slow, but making sure you're going at a steady pace, okay? Making sure that you're helping yourself to do something that is going to be growth content, making sure that you're growing yourself in ways that you believe and that you should do something to help yourself to do business in life. Okay, so you want to focus on yourself, you want to focus on your life, you want to focus on something that grows people. Okay, giving a lot of information, making sure that you're helping yourself to grow as much as possible, and making sure that you're giving content that comes true for you. Okay, spreading content, making sure that you're doing something for nothing. Okay, making sure that you're making something for free online about you and doing your business every single day of your life. That's what you need to do. You need to do your business, and you need to make sure every single day you're focusing on a better world. Hey guys, so focus on every single day making sure that you're making a lot of videos, okay? You're making a lot of videos about yourself online, and you're making sure to post that online every single day of your life. Okay, so make sure every single day you're doing something that can help you to get to a better stage, that you can become more authentic, that you can become someone who's giving information, that you're practicing for something, that you're practicing for your life, that you're practicing to do some content, that you're practicing basically to make content and videos for yourself online that's going to help you to become a positive version of yourself. That's going to help you to basically help yourself to grow as much as possible, and that's going to help you to deliver content for yourself so that you can make your profile. Okay, you need to make your profile online, and you need to do that as quick as possible, but you need to do it now. Okay, you need to do everything now in this moment. Okay, so focus on helping yourself to get better, start doing much more content, start reading more, start focusing on a better life, and start focusing on helping yourself to basically become something in life. You know, guys, focus on yourself, focus on your life, focus on your content, focus on something that helps your dreams come true. In a sense, so you have to focus on helping your life to succeed, and to succeed with what you have, so you can focus on a better life for yourself, so you can focus on helping yourself to grow. You understand? You have to grow as a person. You have to grow every single day as much as possible in your life. You have to be focusing to be an influencer in life, to focus on developing your content, to focus on developing who you are, and to focus on every single day making sure that you're posting as much content online as possible, but also not repeating yourself in the process. Okay, don't repeat your content, okay, but repeat it in new ways. Okay, repeat your content, but make new content along the way. Every single time you make a video, it's always about something new. It's always about moving forward in your life. It's always about making sure you're making your dreams come true. You know, so you have to make your dreams come true. You have to build a profile about you online, and you have to do that now. Okay, you have to make sure every single day you're growing yourself, you're giving content, and you're making your dreams come true. Okay. So focus on that. Focus on the steps in your life. Focus on building a website. Okay. Eventually, you need to build a website about you, and you need to make your dreams come true, but you also have to make money in daily life. Okay. You have to be making money in daily life, but you have to be doing your passions. Okay. Do your passions every single day of your life. Make sure you're investing more money into your YouTube channel. Okay. Which means get people to work on your YouTube channel. Okay. You have to understand that. You have to get to a point in your life where you're giving money for people to work on your YouTube channel to make sure that you're growing your social media. You have to grow your social media, okay? You have to understand you have to get people to basically help you online. You have to get people to basically help you to make your social media come true. But also you have to understand you have to reason with life. You have to reason with everything that's going on in life. Yes, and you have to reason with yourself and other people. And you have to start developing yourself and your nature. You have to develop your skills and your content and who you are. Yes, and you have to develop your skills and your ability to grow yourself and to outgrow what is happening in your life. Okay? So focus on that. You see, guys, let's say you don't have a lot of money. Okay, let's say you don't have a lot of money. But you got heart. Have you got heart? Okay, because that's all that God looks at. Okay, God looks at your heart. How are you helping people? How are you giving your content to the world? How are you basically making a name for yourself? How are you promoting your name? How are you promoting your content? How are you promoting this to other people? How are you getting out there? How are you getting yourself clients? How are you coaching people? What are you doing with your life to help yourself to grow and to develop in ways that people are coming to you for advice? Okay, that people want to pay you for your intellect, for that people want to pay you for what you're doing online. Okay, so be all about your passions. Be all about your passions and start doing your passions with people. Start really focusing on yourself to coach other people. Okay, start being a life coach. Start being someone who can put yourself in situations where you can coach other people. Okay, make sure you're giving free information. Okay, give a lot of free information. Okay, to get to a better stage in your life, to get to a point in your life where you're eventually doing that in front of people. Okay, plan on video, plan your life on video, and let people see your life on video. Let people see your life about how it is on video. Okay, start developing yourself, start making sure you're manifesting your life. Start making sure that your life is going to be a great one, that you're going to have a great life, that you're going to have something, that your dreams are going to become true in life, that you're going to have the best life possible, that you're going to do life, and that you're going to do as much content as you can, that you can give to other people, and that you can focus on developing your nature, that you can focus on developing your life and your skills, and that you can actually, let's say, focus on developing your true nature. Okay, you have to focus on helping yourself to get to a better stage, because every single day you focus on helping yourself to get to a better stage, guess what happens? You start making more money, you start making your dreams come true, you start making your profile come true, and then you can talk to people, then you can talk to people around you, you can surround yourself with people, you can do much better, and you can help yourself to do better. Okay, so I'm realized something. When I'm focusing on myself and my life and my potential and where I'm going with my life, I'm focusing on a better way. I'm focusing on helping myself to do my business. Okay, my business is a life coaching business. Okay, I develop people. I develop myself. I develop who I am. Okay, I develop myself first. Okay, I develop myself on video. Okay, when I make content on video camera, I post that content to other people. Okay, you have to understand, in life, you have to get to a stage in life where you're doing something to talk a lot of words. Talk a lot of words to people. Okay, the more you talk to other people, the more connected you'll feel. When you start not talking to other people, when you're not talking to other people, you're not going to feel connected to other people. Okay, so you have to start reaching out to people. You have to start really talking to people around you. You have to talk to your dad. You have to talk to your mom. You have to talk to people around you online. You have to talk to people on social media. You have to start reaching out to get clients for yourself. Okay, you have to get clients for yourself, and you have to start really understanding that it's an important business aspect for you to start coaching people online. Okay, it's an important aspect for you to get to a stage in your life where you're coaching clients, where you're getting paid for it, and where you can do it from home. Basically, you can get clients from home, and you can start doing your content from home with people. Okay, when you can make money and you can live on your content and your social media about what you're doing on social media. Okay, you can make sure you're living your best life. Okay, you're living your best life, you're doing the best content you can, you're making sure you're posting a lot of content and information online, and you're getting clients for yourself. Okay, you have to be talking to people online. Talk to new people and ask to help them. Ask to help them. Ask them, do they need any advice? Do they need any advice from you? You know what I'm saying? Start getting to a position where you're asking people, do they need any advice? Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to work on becoming your best version. Okay, you need to work in terms of life to become a greater version of yourself who can talk to other people. Okay, you have to talk to other people and you have to work with other people to better their life. You have to put your services online. You have to put your services online and do a bit extra every single day. Every single day doing a little bit extra about your passions and what you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Start doing more of that. Start doing much more content for yourself and other people. Okay, start really understanding that you're giving a lot of content, that you're making a profile for yourself, and that you're building a social media profile about you and your name and who you are. Okay, that's what you need to do. So put yourself on video, start focusing on yourself, and start helping other people. You know, guys, I want to say, it's not always about laptop writing, okay? It's not always about writing in your exercise book. It's also about doing live coaching videos. It's also about making programs. It's also about giving this content to other people and selling it online, okay? You need to sell your content online to other people, but also you need to connect everything in your mind, okay? You need to connect all the business aspects of what you can do with other people and how you can make money online. And eventually you need to put yourself in a position where you can make money online. So for example, when are you going to work a 9-to-5 job? When are you going to be working a 9-to-5 job? Next year? Do you plan on working next year in a 9-to-5 job? So let's say you work next year, okay? Let's say you start working next year 9-to-5. Okay, so now it's 2025. So you got 6-7 months in between where you can start making money online today via click funnels and paid ads. Okay, you can make money today online via your social media, okay, and your profile by sending people to your ClickFunnels page, okay, to basically get your content, and you can start making money, and then you can start building a business for yourself and building something online for yourself where you're giving all this information, okay, to other people based on your content and your success. Okay, so when you start advertising to people, new people are going to see your profile, and new people are going to ask, who is this guy? Let me get this guy's information. Let me get this guy because this guy seems successful. Okay, but first also you need a social media. You need to be doing it in real life also. Okay, you need to get to a stage in your life where you're doing everything online. Okay, you're asking people for advice, you're giving people advice. Okay, people that ask you for advice. Okay, only give people advice who ask you for your advice. Okay, so for example, you could be advertising your content to people online via ClickFunnels and paid ads. Okay, and what you can do is they're going to buy your content, and that's how you're life coaching them. Okay, you're life coaching them through your online storage, through your online pages. Okay, so you need to focus on your life in a way that you're helping yourself basically to lift your scenario, lift yourself from this position where you are right now. And the only way to do that is to grow yourself into the person that you need to be. You need to grow yourself into the person that you need to be. Okay, so be all about your content. Be all about your growth, your information. Okay, be all about making sure that you're coaching other people, that you're believing in yourself, that you can coach other people, that your information is important, that you have what it takes to succeed. Okay, that you have what it takes to get to the stage that you need to be at. But you need to believe in yourself. You have to push the roof. You have to break the roof in your head. In terms of what I mean to say is lift off all the way, go into space and go through the sky, okay? And start growing yourself into the person you need to be. Start realizing that you have what it takes. Start talking yourself up. Start talking yourself up that you have what it takes to succeed. Because other people are not going to talk you up. You understand? Other people are not going to do it for you. Other people are not going to do anything for you. You need to do it yourself. You need to make your business come true for yourself, and you need to connect all the dots for yourself and do that yourself. Okay? Because that's what's worth telling to other people. Okay? That's what's worth knowing. That's what's worth doing in life. Okay? What's worth doing in life is when you're doing it yourself. When you're doing everything yourself. Other people are not doing it for you. You're doing it yourself. You're doing it yourself, and you're running your business on your own. Okay? So do whatever you need to do to connect all the dots to make sure that you're taking action. Okay? Make sure that you're doing all the connection of your dots in your mind. Okay? Connect all the dots together. Give the information to other people, and then start doing it in real life. Okay? Push yourself to get to a greater mindset. Push yourself to get to a better stage of life. Okay? Get yourself into somewhere better that you can be in your life. And that's what you need to focus on. So focus on delivering content. Focus on helping yourself to make content. Make content and give a lot of ideas. Make sure you're giving heaps of ideas for your life. Okay? Because that's what you need to do. You need to focus on your life. You need to focus on you and who you are. Okay, you need to give a lot of content to other people. You have to focus on giving your content to other people. The more content you give of yourself to other people, the better you'll be, the better you'll understand life, and the better you'll do life. Okay, focus on becoming your best version. Focus on doing your passions all day long. Focus on communicating to people all day long. Focus on helping yourself to do your work in the planet. Do your passions in the planet. Do what you're passionate about. Okay, do it right now with your phone. Start making content. Start making your dreams come true. Don't just grow for the sake of growth. Growth always, you have to understand, grow always, but start growing in ways that other people can benefit from you. You understand, that other people can benefit from your content. You understand, in ways that you're giving content to other people, where you're focusing on your actions and what you're doing to succeed in daily life. You understand, focus on your growth and make money with your passions.